Hey Ash. Okay, so I've never actually done the beginner's workout myself. When I got the book, I actually started on the Strivers workout, which is like midway. Um, but I just taught myself how to do this stuff, so it's not that hard. It the challenge comes from really the amount that you'll be doing as well as the speed. Okay, so here's how I'll do it. In this video I'll just show you how to do it. Then I'll type up something underneath it to just include the rest of the workout, like the number of reps, the amount of time you should rest after each set is done. There's a total of uh, eight eight exercises. So, but here's the kicker. Uh, Four in each set, all different. They'll have to do each set twice. That's that's the kicker. All right. I'm not very good at filming, so bear with me. The first exercise is called step jacks. It's basically like a jumping jack, but instead of instead of doing this, you're doing this and just shooting your arms up. What I like to do when I do jumping jacks is I tighten my core and go as fast as I can. Normally I do it around 60, but that's for a warm up. But yeah, the step jack is the first exercise for the beginner's workout. You're not going to do 60, you're just going to do like 20 or whatever for the first set. But okay. The next one is called line leaps. You've probably done these before or seen them done before. So I'll just give you a really quick demonstration. Okay, as you can see, the rug I've got down here is actually already got some lines. So when you do these yourself, just get like a piece of string, rope, yarn, or whatever, or even a ruler, and you just jump over and jump back. Basically like this. You're going to, if I move this back, I might be able to see more. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so you're just gonna like keep your back straight. Always tighten your core, like I do with the jumping jacks too. And you're gonna. That's one rep right there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Do you want to make it a little more challenging? What I would do is jump a little higher. Or even a little further. Okay. Enough of that though. Next one is really simple. It's a jab cross combo. I'm not sure if you're familiar with punching, well, different kinds of punches or whatever, but yeah, I just ate, so now I'm getting kind of winded. Sad, right? But yeah, a jab is just a quick strike like that, And across, you do with your other hand. That's why it's called a cross. So jab, cross, jab, cross. Now, when you do these, you're going to do those 2 punches. That's one unwrap. But here's the kicker. You are going to do it 20 times on both sides. With 20 times with your left leg facing forward, and 20 times with your right leg facing forward. Yeah, when I jab, cross, I usually do a different combo. It's a jab, cross, hook, uppercut, knee and front kick. Sometimes I'll even get fancy and try to do it really fast like this. But, yeah, the jab, cross combo is pretty easy. The next one is called squat walks. It's exactly what it sounds like. Basically, you're going to squat down as low as you can go, whatever's comfortable for you though. If you go too low, you'll hurt your knees, so the trick is to find that spot that works for you. Like me, I can go pretty low. Okay, so it's just 1, 2, 3. You take 4 steps forward, then go 4 steps backward. Not hard. Alright, the next one is called pivot punches. Whew. It's really hot down here. But, yeah, basically, you're just going to you're going to be pivoting on your feet. So what you do is you put your arms up, tight your core like always so you don't fuck up your back. And you're going to pivot, go back to starting position, pivot again. That's 1 rep. 1 rep right there. For added realism, I would keep your arms up a little higher, make it more like a guard. And you're not going to go very fast at first, but when you want to make it more challenging, just up the speed that you do it at, like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get what I'm saying, but yeah. The next is, okay, I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna probably be you're gonna feel a little goofy doing this one. It's called a lateral shuffle. Instead of like the squat walks where you're going forward, you're just you're not even squatting down, you're just shuffling one way then another way. I'll show you. Alright, so you're gonna have your hands out like this, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sort of like a crab, but you're not squatting down and doing that. 4 steps to the left, 4 steps to the right. That's all 1 rep. Now, last one are just simple front kicks, but like the combo, you're going to be doing 20 on each side. And I'm going to show you some tricks to help keep your balance a little more. I realize you say you have good balance, but when you're on one leg, it becomes a little harder, especially if it's a movement you're not used to. Okay, so basically, as you're doing a kick, what I want you to do have your arms up at all times. It helps you keep your balance. This is one of the most basic things that they'll teach you in any martial arts class. Having your hands up like this guard, it not only protects your face and whatnot, allows you to form a guard for whatever frontal strike points, but it also helps you keep your balance. Sort of like when you're doing yoga, you'll put your arms out like this for some poses or whatnot, just to keep your arm up, your balance up. But yeah, front kicks, arms up, maybe a slight bend in your front leg. You can start with whichever one you want, it doesn't matter. But just know that you're going to end up doing 20 kicks on both sides. The basic front kick is that's it. So, the thing is though, you can't get sloppy. If you get sloppy with your kicks, you can really hurt yourself. Like with anything else. So, keep your guard up, tighten your core, make it crisp, make it clean. Then once you're done with 20 on this side, switch to your left. If you want to get fancy, you could even go for a high kick, which is kind of what I did. A front kick usually goes up to like here. What you saw me do was up there. My legs are flexible, so yeah. Ugh. I'm actually sweating a little, but I usually work out with my shirt off, so the heavy cotton is really making it a little more difficult, I guess. But I think this will be a good workout for you. Just remember to, one, if you need a break, take it. That's the nice thing about working out on your own and not having a class or a trainer. You can just, you're your own boss, and as you're working out more and more, you'll learn more about yourself and what you can take. The workout in the book calls for really short breaks, and let me tell you, the shorter breaks you take, the more effective it will be. If you take too long of a break, it'll give your body time to recover, but it'll also lessen the yield from the effort that you're putting out, if that makes sense. But basically, when you feel that burning in your sides and whatnot, that means your body is starting to lose ATP. That's the source of energy that it uses when you first. It's its primary source of energy, I guess. It's been a while since I've studied this stuff, but you know, that stinging you get as you go along, just try to endure it, but don't push yourself too hard. And rule number 2, I think rule number 1, always stay hydrated. Keep a water bottle with you. Rule number 2, always warm up. I can't stress enough how important that is. If you did that stuff just now without warming up, there's a high chance that you could hurt yourself. Like with the front kicks, if your legs aren't properly warmed up, there is a chance that you could pull something. Let me tell you, it's not fun. The workout does come with cooldowns too, which I'm going to include, but I never really do cooldowns, mostly because I prefer just laying on my back and breathing. I have a more meditative approach to working out. I don't think that's your style, so I'm going to include them for you. Okay, so another thing. I don't know if you have a job yet or not, but sometimes supplements can help, but be careful with that. If you're ever going to look into supplements, always do your research first. You have a smartphone, so you could literally just do it at a store that you're at if you're looking for supplements or protein powder or whatever the fuck it is. The thing about supplements is that they don't always have what they say they have in them. And it's a very big scam that goes on in the supplement market. There's a lot of good, trustworthy products, but there's also many products that are super shaky. Like generic ones. There's a high chance that those don't have what they say in them. Sometimes even, yeah, I'm not an expert on this, but if you ever see an FDA symbol on it, if it says it's FDA approved, that means it definitely has stuff in it. But that stuff is also usually more expensive because of the extra mile of getting it FDA approved, I guess. You can get cheaper stuff that is trustworthy, but again, just do your research. And as for protein, there's a lot of different kinds. I usually go with whey, mostly because it's what a powerlifter friend recommended it to me. There's a lot of different protein powders. There's vegetable protein, whey protein, that comes from milk. There's also, I think, God, I can't even remember all of them. There's so many. But I also have a friend who forgoes like protein shakes in favor of just like lean meat, like venison, fish, and whatnot. If you're going to go the way of just fish and natural foods, be careful with the fish because a lot of commercially sold fish is known to have like high trace amounts of bacteria in it because of the fish farms that they're raised on. If it's naturally caught, you're good. If it's from a fish farm, avoid it. Especially salmon. They will breed like literally millions of samples of salmon on a fish farm, and it'll actually be too small for the salmon, and there's just so much bacteria that goes around. It's really disgusting. It's kind of one reason why I don't eat fish. That and I hate the smell and taste, but yeah, this is cardio though, so you're probably not going to worry that much about it. But eventually, I think you should get into yoga because it is an incredibly helpful exercise. There are multiple kinds too, but might not be your thing right now. Maybe when you're older, when your body can't handle the intensity of a high intensity workout. I lift a lot of weights right now. Like I don't look like it, but I'm actually really strong, despite being lanky. But I mostly just do. I use those weights over there, but I do a lot of body weight training. Anyways, I'm getting off topic again. But I would definitely try yoga because one, it actually not only does it make you more flexible, which in turn makes your body more durable, it also has a deep calming effect. I've done yoga for a few years now. I don't do it near as often as I should. I do it like maybe once or twice a month sometimes. I try to do it at least once a week, but I always forget. Or I get lazy. And that's another thing. Sometimes you might not have the motivation to work out. That's okay. But just always remember that, one, there's always time. Two, if you do it, you'll usually never regret it, so long as you're feeling well. I usually go through slumps of not working out for like maybe 1 or 2 weeks. Like right now, the last time I worked out was like maybe 5 or 6 days ago. Yeah, I'm ashamed and I hate myself for it every time I do it. And I also go through these cycles of eating bad food. Like, I don't eat a lot of like fried food or anything. Just I have a really bad sweet tooth, and I have a hard time controlling myself if I have even one. That includes cookies, donuts, or whatever. I'm also really fond of carbs, but I work out so much that it's not really a big issue right now with my metabolism being moderately fast. But it is good that you're starting to form positive eating habits now. The thing about your early to late 20s, you're not even 20 yet, are you? But it's a development period. Your 20s essentially is where you're setting yourself up to be the person you want to be. Your brain doesn't stop maturing until you're like at least 30. Some say 25, some say 30. It's really more between in those two ages. The thing is, it's different with everybody. Me, probably not going to be till 30 because I age slowly, both mentally and physically. But I'm very proud of you for wanting to do this. It's actually a motivator for me to see you getting motivated, which is helpful. But don't just work out. You should also read more. I love reading. I'm really fucking lazy about it though. With books, anyways, I read a lot of articles and I watch a lot of self-improvement videos just because it saves me time and lets me play more video games. I've got like 3 library books that I haven't even touched now yet, and they're due like in a week, but I still plan to read them. I just have to put down the controller and crack them open. But don't be afraid to read self-help books. A lot of the most really successful people read self-help books. And it doesn't have to be about confidence. A self-help book can be anything about like improving your reading speed, improving how you debate in politics or something, which is something most Americans suck at. But there's also books about patience. There's really a self-help book about every facet of self-improvement. So look into ways that you can improve upon yourself. You are a very great person. I'm telling you this because I've watched you grow up sort of over the internet for years now, and I see a lot of potential. And the thing about me is I'm not willing to help someone unless I see potential in them, or unless I'm getting paid to do it. You're my friend. I see a lot of potential in you, so I'm willing to go the extra mile. That's proof that you can do great things. So you might not know what you want to do in the future. You might just want to be a housewife or whatever, but never stop improving. Ever. When you flatline as a person, you're doing yourself a disservice. And the thing is, you learn no matter how old you are. You're always learning. That's how the human brain works. It's how we adapt. And so the thing is, you might as well capitalize on it, especially while you're young. That's what I've chosen to do, and I honestly think it's what you should choose to do. find parts of yourself that there are parts of us that there's parts of everybody that someone might not like. Like, I don't like that I have a tendency to be a little arrogant sometimes, but I've really improved on that. Like, I used to come off as arrogant to hide the fact that I wasn't really confident in myself. But now I am a lot more confident in myself, and that's actually a benefit from working out. You'll probably have a lot more confidence in yourself. I don't know if you're ashamed of your body at all, but I definitely was growing up. Up until middle school, like 7th or 8th grade, I was actually really pudgy. Now I'm like, I've still got a bit of a belly because I eat too much, but sort of. It feels like I've got pudge. I've got lower back fat. It's fat to me, probably not to you, but whatever. My point is, don't work out of shame or whatnot. Just do it because you want to. Don't do it for anybody else, just for you. I started working out back in middle school because my parents pretty much body shamed me. I'm kind of glad that they did, but it also affected, like there's this part of me, despite the fact that I binge eat a lot, like I'm terrified of being fat again. So I have all these weird quirks because of it. But anyways, that's not important. Just do your best, and I hope this helps. That's all for now. If I can figure out how to turn this thing off. Oh. Whoops.